So we're gonna make a 3D print, and we're gonna do a chess piece. And to start off, I have my reference photo. And to build this, we'll build it with a Bezier curve, which is something all artists should know how to use, regardless of your discipline. Bezier curves are extremely powerful modeling tools. And I'm gonna use the reference image to go by, but I will have to alter it just a little bit because it is taken at a perspective angle. So I wanna make sure that these bottom points are perfectly flat. And it doesn't look like anything much now, but now I can simply go up into my, what is called a revolve. I call it a lathe because that's what we call it in carpentry. So I come up into this guy and I can tell it to spit out a polygonal object with quad geometry. It's four-sided faces, and hit revolve. And now there we go. We have a chess piece made from a curve. And now we are ready to send this thing out for printing. So now we have the model built. Now we just need to export it so we can get it sent to the 3D printer. To do that, it's a really simple process. We just come up to File. So we come up to Export. So we send this out as an OBJ, which is an object file. It's a very common 3D file that you can export to and then bring that 3D model into a variety of other programs. So it makes it so you can use multiple programs to create something. You're not stuck with one piece of software. It's pretty handy. So now we have the 3D model made. This is the MakerBot software. So these little MakerBots over here, what is going to print this object. So we open up this piece of software, we go to File, and we insert the file that we just exported from Maya. So I grab my chess piece and I open it. And a lot of times it'll put itself really tiny down here on this base, which represents the print bed. There's only so much surface area that you can print on. So that represents our bed. And he's really, really tiny right now. So one, I need to make sure he's upright. And two, I need to make sure it's scaled to the size that I want. And then we're gonna print this about the size of a thumb. So it'll be a nice little chess piece. So I can come into my Orient tool and I can tell it in the Z direction which way is up. So I can place the build plate basically on the base of this chess piece. I can identify that and click and tell it that's the bottom. And it'll automatically pop it up on the grid. And then I can tell it, okay, I'm done with that step. Now let's go into my scale and I can tell this thing to be scaled up. So what I want with my scale is to select the object and I want about 40 millimeters. It's using uniform scale, so it will scale the entire thing up uniformly. It won't squish it in any way, shape, or form. So that's what we have. And now we can do a quick little kind of preview here to see what is gonna look like. We can estimate the print, and it'll tell us approximately how long this is gonna take to print, because some prints can take quite a long time. And it'll also tell us how much material it's gonna use. And it's gonna take about 2 hours and 4 minutes. So think about that real quick. We're printing something this big, and it's gonna take about 2 hours. So if you're printing something rather large, it could take a better part of a day. So, but once we have that all calculated, we just tell it to print. Learn more about what we have to offer at www.rimcad.edu.